So Martin, let's go over to you here as the longstanding coach of two guys that are doing it right now. Starting over again today, you were at the track with your son. So, what do you tell brand new parents or brand new drivers on the way to kind of get up?
I think like the first thing I'd say is try and find someone local to start with. That will save you a lot of problems trying to ship stuff and buying equipment and getting advice. Like so today I went down to Englishtown, which is probably my local track in between OVRP as well, I guess. But so I went down there with my son, and Keith Raffer was there, and he's all very enthusiastic, pleased to meet my son, takes him out onto the track, shows him around. And my kid doesn't listen to me, the same as any other kid doesn't ever listen to their parents, but my son listens to Keith, takes him out on the golf cart, shows him around. So it's a good starting point for any father, just to get down to your local kart track and start from there.
And in seeing parents' involvement, right? This sport is the parents are with the kids throughout the entire day. So if we focus on like the kids' development, right, from micro, mini, junior, is there, what kind of piece to a parent advice do you give, from seeing almost like probably seeing parents do it the wrong way, because there's parents that are extremely hard, on their kids. There's some that are hands off. And then everyone else kind of falls somewhere in a spectrum. So, when they get to that point that they hire someone like yourself, what do you kind of say to them and ways to avoid of how to treat their kid?
I'll tread carefully here. Yeah, I suppose I've been brutally honest. Myself and Nick, like Lucas's father, we argue pretty much every week, and we threaten to quit every week. So we have a very honest relationship, which has helped Lucas to grow. There's a lot of stuff outside of karting that we try and work on as well with Lucas that he does at home. And I know in UK, like a lot of teams will ban fathers from the 10 just because they're too disruptive to the kids. Like the kids will always listen to their parents before they listen to a coach. So if a parent is trying to coach their kid on the side whilst the coach is trying to tell them stuff, then the kids will always do what the dad tells them because that's their dad. So we had to have pretty honest conversations about, Nick's going to stick to the spanners and I'll stick to the coaching, which is hard for a father. And, I found it hard today with my own son in Englishtown, just doing the same thing. So I guess if the parents can do as Nick's done, which is to support their kid financially, but without and letting the coach do the job. I think it's hard for the parents to do that. But if you can do that, then it makes it a lot like with children, they have one teacher at school. You don't bring your parent into school to teach the kids. They have a teacher. So they always recognize that sort of voice giving them the advice. So I'd always advise the parents, if they can, just take a step back, allow the kids to be coached without them putting too much input in. And at the same time, I like having the dads around. They're fun. And like most of the dads, like with Kai Mars and Benja Fernandez and with Lucas, all their fathers work on the kart. Aden's father disappears and gets Subway, but the rest of them all work on the kart. So and I try and help them with the kart and the setup, and I try and explain what I'm saying to their son, so that they're happy and understanding what's happening to their child as well. So